In a world where everybody's trying to sell you these get rich quick schemes, these online courses about dropshipping or SMMA or how to make money with AI, I'm here to tell you that you need to look inwards first. So it doesn't matter the business model that you're in, it doesn't matter if you have an agency or if you're running an e-com store or just a random account on TikTok and you're making money that way. You need to have the mindset first. So before you go into all of that, before you buy another course, how about you take a look inwards? How about you ask yourself, is my mind ready for success? Do I have what it takes in terms of just the mindset? So not the skills, not the technical skills, not the raw skills that you can always learn. So you have to ask yourself, is the mind that I have right now ready for success? And if it's not, this video might be helpful for you. So before we go on this journey, talking about redesigning your mind for success, I just need to tell you a bit about myself since this is the very first video that I'm posting. So I started out as a freelancer in graphic design and then quit college, and as time went on, I founded my own creative agency, SaaS company. I ran multiple e-com stores. So I know a bit about, just multiple businesses, but I can still say that I'm on my way to actually being successful, right? And when I say successful, I don't just mean the money, because a lot of people are thinking, when you say success, a lot of people are like, oh, okay, money. It's not just the money. It's the mindset. It's the way you act. It's the way you just treat people, the way you network, your charisma, everything, just your entire spirit. So not just money. So during this journey of mine, I realized one thing, that I will not be able to be really, really successful unless I work on my mindset, unless I redesign my mind from scratch, unless I take a look and ask myself, is my belief system the best it can be? Does it give me the best shot at success or not? Because everybody loves talking about the matrix right now, right? That's a buzzword. Why don't we talk about our minds being the matrix? From the day you are born, you are programmed by your parents, by society, school, by friends, everybody you hang around with, the content you're watching, and then people are trying to get into all of these businesses without actually taking a look inwards. You have to look at your mind as the actual matrix and realize you have been programmed. And now, in order for you to achieve that success, you have to reprogram yourself. So I broke this down into 3 main points. So first, we're going to talk about the belief system that you need to have. So when it comes to the belief system, you need to start really self-analyzing and you need to start being really self-aware, because you don't even know why you're thinking the way you're thinking. A lot of people don't know how to think. A lot of people even start businesses and they don't even know why. And it all starts with the belief system. So you need to question everything that you believe in. Everything. I'm talking about religion. I'm talking about just social norms, businesses, everything. Because a lot of beliefs and a lot of the thoughts that you have are not yours. So you need to find out what thoughts are actually yours, and you need to take ownership of that. So start off by being really self-aware and self-analyze everything. I'm talking to the core, to the letter, because you're gonna discover a lot of really false things. You're gonna discover your entire mental model is not yours. And you, like I said, you need to take ownership of that. And when it comes to actually attaining that success, you need to realize that if you're not able to just imagine it and believe in it, you're not going to attain it. A lot of the people in your life, what do they usually say when you're like, yeah, I'm going to start that business, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that? They're going to be like, it's just really hard. I'm not sure. They're going to have that pushback because they cannot even imagine that for you. So you need to do that. That comes from a broken belief system. It comes from a belief system that limits you and that will never let you truly succeed. Not in business, not in life. You need to be able to just imagine who you're going to become. Imagine the businesses that you're going to have. Just being able to visualize it. And until you can actually imagine yourself being successful, you're not going to see any changes, because a lot of the people in your life are going to bring you down and they're just going to stop you. So it all starts with the belief system. a lot of people will never be successful because they're always stuck in the past. And that also comes from the belief system. They're taught, they're programmed that they need to remember the past. They need to be stuck there, attached to who they used to be. Well, that's false. That's wrong. You need to detach yourself from the past because, well, it doesn't matter anymore, does it? So you need to be defined by your vision of the future, of the potential that you have. You don't need to be stuck in the past. You don't need to be stuck with the memories, because that will get you nowhere. And when you start to actually realize that, a lot of people in your life will just look at you differently, because they're gonna think, oh, he's crazy. He just, he's just thinking about the future. He's just looking into, he cannot be present. No, you can still be present. Just don't be stuck in the past. Once you do these two things, so just questioning everything that you've been programmed with, right? So question everything and actually imagine yourself and believe that it's possible. Once you do these two things, your mindset and your belief system will completely shift, and they will allow you to actually have a chance at success. Next up, let's talk about habits. So a lot of people are actually stuck in their ways. They're stuck in their patterns, and this could be thought patterns or actions or just small things that they do that actually keep them down. So you need to take a look at the habits that you have, and you need to ask yourself again, be self-aware and ask yourself, okay, the habits that I have right now, are these the best habits that are going to allow me to reach the point that I want to reach? Are these the best habits that I could possibly have? And most of the times the answer is no. And if the answer is no, well, the good news is that you can actually change. You can actually break the patterns. But in order for you to do that, you need to have a lot of strength, because change is the most uncomfortable thing. Everybody has patterns, right? Yours could be you're addicted to video games, or you're addicted to drinking, or whatever. Identify that pattern and try and break it, because otherwise you're gonna be stuck in there forever, and you're not gonna be really successful doing that, because every bad habit and every bad pattern is just gonna lead to the same bad outcome. It all starts from your thoughts, because those thoughts produce the experience, produce the reality that you live in, and that reality produces the outcome. If you don't change your thoughts, your patterns, you're gonna get the same outcome, and then you're gonna wonder why nothing actually changed. So for you to be successful, here's what you need to do in terms of habits. You need to imagine the person that you want to become, right? The person that has that car, that has that business, that has that life, right? And you need to think, what habits does that person have? How do they actually communicate? How do they dress? How do they interact with specific businesses? And once you identify that set of habits, try and adopt them, because that way you're becoming the person that has those things. And then later, of course, if you do what you need to do and if you work, those things are going to come to you. So that's really important. And once you actually truly realize that, I think everything will change. And this leads into our third part, which is the vision. The vision that you have will actually define your life. So there's no difference in you imagining something and you actually living it. So the vision is everything. The vision that you have will dictate your life. And I've seen a lot of people that just walk around with no vision, and that's deadly. That's insane, because they're living on autopilot. They're bots. They're not doing anything because they don't even have a vision. How are you supposed to get there if you don't know the destination? But you need to be able to construct a vision in your mind that is so clear that it just transforms your entire reality, because the reality that you perceive is not reality. It's your reality, and you're in control of that. So having an actual vision for your success, for your dreams, is essential when it comes to being successful. And like I said, this is just before you're diving into any kind of business, because everybody right now is talking about, top 5 ways to make money with drop shipping, with SMMA, whatever it might be. Think about your mind and how you can actually redesign it in order for you to be successful. And the vision is everything. So for me, it all starts with just imagining things, right? Just imagining. And a lot of people will tell you you're crazy or you're this, that. Just, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what people are saying. Without a vision, you won't achieve anything, because without knowing the destination, you're never going to get there. So let's recap what we talked about. We talked about the belief system. We talked about the habits, the patterns that you need to break in order for you to become that version of yourself that has these things that you want, that has the success that you want, and last but not least, the vision. And I will leave you with this one quote that I really like. The best way to kill a big dream is to give it to a small mind.